MP, over here, bro.
Okay, what's
What's
up,
up?
Ronnie, man? Hey, what's going on with the floaty?
time, MP. Let's get it.
Coming up next, the Heat taking on the Rockets. For Miami, they've been rolling. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
Here's the starting group for Houston. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Smith. Thompson is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Adebayo with a screen on VanVleet. MP finds Adebayo. And Adams sends it back. VanVleet looking around. And just about a minute into the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Smith for 3. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season. Hey, MP's got swag now. Going right back at him with a 3-ball of his own.
VanVleet with the bucket.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And here's MP for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, really outstanding read in that pick and roll. MP saw a way to score and made it happen.
Brooks against Butler. Takes the 3. Brooks misses. He'd have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hero kicks to MP. And he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 11 points.
Look at MP finish through the contact. Kept his composure the entire time.
Hero against Thompson. Adams the pass to VanVleet. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the inside. Jovic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Now that's how you orchestrate the pick and roll. MP with a great feed there to his teammate.
The pass to Adams. Kicks it to Thompson. Shoots over Hero. The shot by Thompson, no good. In the corner, it's VanVleet. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 8.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. VanVleet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Van Vliet. MP, no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. The Clark, one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when a dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling in the NBA. I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr.
First time out of the game called for the Heat. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at MP, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Whitmore is out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then there's Green. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Landale in at the center position. Moment here now for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to speak with the head athletic trainer for the Heat about his status. The word is that it is a bruised heel, and he'll have to be careful being on his feet in the near future. Right in the heart of the schedule, this is a major blow. The coaches are going to find out a lot about their team. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, well, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Jabari Smith comes in for Tari Eason. And Brooks subbed in for Whitmore. Here's Van Vliet. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And Van Vliet has the stroke to shoot from anywhere, even mid-range, when he has to.
There's the screen. And here's MP for 3. Rockets with the rebound. So when we're talking about team identities, Greg, what would you say is the Miami Heat's identity?
Tough-nosed, aggressive, and hard-working. That's what attracted guys like Jimmy Butler here in the first place. And that's the style of ball they want to continue playing.
And that one is good. MP's got 22.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Thompson twins, Amen and Ausar, became the first set of twins to become first-round draft picks this summer. Amen said making the NBA has been a whole dream since the 3rd grade. Ausar added, I always have someone there to push me and to keep it 100 with me. We're never too high or too low, and we're always just there for each other and want one another to succeed. Kevin?
Oh, man, that's tremendous. David, thanks. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Rozier comes in for Tyler Hero. The Rockets also changing it up. Tari Eason comes in for Jeff Green. It's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. Thompson is double. Houston moving it around. Eason gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. On the wing, MP. Brooks covering, and stolen by Eason. And here's the fast break. Pulls up for three. Dillon Brooks, and that's good. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's the screen. Here's MP, and MP attacks the rim.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Launches a three. MP, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Adams sets the pick for Thompson. Over Butler. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Stolen by Brooks. And it's Houston on the break. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Great dime that time by Smith Jr. there. You see the floor awareness really starting to improve.
MP outside. And that does it for the first half of play. Heat out front, up by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey, folks, thanks.
Well, you see they've caught fire with their shooting. And a big part of that is his shot selection. Getting the right guys and
Okay, now we'll look at some of the players who could be a part of the dunk contest during All-Star break. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The wingman, it's Hero and Butler. Then it's MP. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Jovic in at the fourth. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Adams finds Brooks. Now Thompson launches it. It's hauled in by MP.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
MP's good from way out there.
And hey, that was from another area code. MP showing off a little there.
Thompson passes to Smith. Shoots it up. Rebound by the Heat. Greg, remember back when the 22-23 season started, the Rockets were among the youngest teams in the NBA.
And it's hard to win in this league with youth and inexperience. Houston's front office aggressively adding quality vets like Fred VanVleet in hopes of stabilizing that roster.
GA, the three-point shooting for Miami has been the story. Sometimes they run cold like a lot of teams. Man, when they're hot, they are fun to watch.
A couple years back, Kevin, they led the league in percentage from long distance. Last season, one of the worst in that category until the playoffs, where they rediscovered that shooting touch.
Teams live and die by the three. Let's check out the best. Number one, the Heat.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate
from long range. And you guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy who's just always in hustle mode every play, trying to do more for his team.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Brooks. And he dumps it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Adams dishes to Thompson. Drops in the layup for 2.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Smith.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Passes it to Van Vliet. Miami grabs the miss. Heroes got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a wide open look for MP. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Van Vliet kicks to Smith. Thompson the bounce pass. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. No good with the triple.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
MP, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
You know, his free throw percentage.
So on the floor for Houston. Fred Van Vliet out there with Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Green. And it's Landale in at the center. And here's MP for 3.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Whitmore, guarded by Robinson. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight. One of the best undrafted players in league history.
And here's MP for 3. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Van Vliet against Rozier. Pass to Eason. Offline with his 3. The Heat leading by 5. MP way outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Van Vliet. And yes, it's good. Van Vliet's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his side.
MP against Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And the shot goes in. Adebayo's got his first basket.
Just a fantastic job by MP getting the ball right where it needs to go.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Jabari Smith comes in for Green. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Tari Eason. That's Thompson in for Whitmore. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He said, hey, we're still in this thing. We just have to trust each other out there. Be aggressive, stay together, and play as a team. We're coming back and winning this one. Pretty confident words, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Van Vliet with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Adams. The Second chance effort. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. The three from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Van Vliet wide open. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. And here's MP for three. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. The pass to Van Vliet. They need this. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Adebayo with a screen on Van Vliet. MP, no good. Nuggets trail by 14. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Back to Thompson. Houston moving it around. For three, Smith. And it's Adams on the follow.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And here's MP for three. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Van Vliet. 1:30 left in the game. Back to Smith. Passes it to Adams. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Miami leading by 12. Outside Butler. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. It's hauled in by the Heat. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Not only racking up points, but also limiting their opponent's scoring. Really impressive win here for Miami.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
The three from MP. Adebayo with a screen on Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. And here's MP for 3. Craig, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never. Great poise from Van Vliet there, shrugging off the pressure and just taking that shot.
So they foul intentionally.
First team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Dylan Brooks. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Continuing to work on refining his craft. Butler puts in a great amount of time, maybe more than most.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 8. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Smith missing. MP, that's for 2. Cans the shot from the wing.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play
those guys aren't looking forward to seeing you again.